Hello, Pastor Steve Waldron. Great to see you. Glad you're here with us. Okay, I can't see you, but you can see me. But I hope you'll comment, join us daily. Glad you've stopped by. Hey, we're going to be looking at the Living Oracles Bible translation. That is not the Living Bible, the Living Oracles Bible translation. You might say, Pastor Waldron, I think I know what it is. Maybe you don't. You might. But it was done in 1826, and it was only the New Testament, and it was compiled and translated by Alexander Campbell of the Restorationist movement, kind of a non-Trinitarian, baptism essential, kind of gave rise to the Christian church and the churches of Christ. So let's look a little bit about it. It was compiled and translated by Alexander Campbell. I'm on Wikipedia, based on translations by George Campbell. And if we hit George Campbell, he lived in the 1700s, was a figure of the Scottish Enlightenment, known as a philosopher, minister, and professor of divinity. So it came from him, James McKnight, and Philip Doddridge, a nonconformist minister. He was extraordinarily popular in the 17 and 1800s. I don't think he was a Trinitarian either. It also has reference, this Living Oracles, to the 1805 critical Greek text by Johann Jacob Griesbach. So Griesbach, J.J. Griesbach. It replaces traditional ecclesiastical terminology such as church, bishop, and baptized with alternative translations such as congregation, overseer, and immerse. I've done a video on why I like the traditional, because whenever you just say congregation, it's like a free-for-all. If you have a church, it's got some structure, fivefold ministry, that kind of thing. Immerse, that's what baptize means, obviously. So let's hit Living Oracles. So here's what prompted him to do this. He was motivated by a belief that changes in the English language and the availability of improved critical editions of the Greek New Testament had made the authorized King James Version obsolete. In developing the translation, he relied on the critical Greek text by Griesbach. One notable feature of the translation, as I've already mentioned, the replacement of traditional ecclesiastical terms such as church and baptize with alternative translation. It's been described as a modern forerunner, or a forerunner of the modern language translations in its updating of the traditional King James language and the use of the work of textual critics such as Griesbach. So it was widely used within the Restoration movement, which again is where the churches of Christ, the disciples of Christ, and the Christian church come from. So pretty fascinating, the Living Oracles translation. I do not have a copy, I do not think. I did do a biography review of Alexander Campbell a while back. Pretty fascinating stuff in that biography. So God bless. Hey, thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe, the bell notification, share with your friends, family, invite them to come look at the channel. Other people you might feel are interested in this, and give a big shout out to IBC students and staff, Indiana Bible College. You know who you are. Homeschoolers watch. Great to see you guys as well. So we'll talk with you later. God bless you. Walk with Jesus. Amen.